One shot. It's hot so make them know what's up. Bad politician.
Country when we dey yo, Niger them too body, politicians them too body, our leaders them too body. All we need is Biafra. Economics not function. They do things in a one do. Things so it don't tumble. Still they fumble. Now the reality. Go west you go say things, so go north you go say things, come east you go say things. Bomb blasts everywhere, killings everywhere, Boko Haram everywhere, herdsmen everywhere. No be the one you see, what of the one you no see? Then too body. Politicians then too body, our leaders then too body. You go see politicians, then go carry our money, then go carry on to Britain, some go carry on to Dubai, then go they buy, then they buy. Pakpa, go di popo, di pakpa. If they want build their company, then go build them for them. Then go employ Onyacha go dey work o, Onyacha go rob us o. We go dey there dey roast o. Them things say we don't know, them things say we don't know, them things say we don't know, them things say we don't know. Wetin dey go for country, Naija, them too body, politicians them too body. They are there for their own self-interest. They are not there for our interest. Rodo in a day, education in a day, healthcare in a day, seaport in a day, airport in a day. NEPA no dey bring light, still dey bring me. All the coastal region stand up for Biafra. Politicians then too body, politicians then too body. When them rasobia, mo wana sobia, Yahweh rasobia, mo wana sobia. Nnamdi Kanu, yake enyeso, Biafra ka enyicho. Yake nation, difference is clear, oh. Lifestyle is clear, oh. Let's be sincere, oh. Let's be sincere, oh. Then too body, politicians then too body, our leaders then too body. Hello, this music is dedicated to IPOB all over the world, from Anyama province, Biafra land.
United Nation, you gave us law of self-determination. We followed your principles in freedom fighting. But why does the life of a black man doesn't matter to you all? Biafrans are being massacred in large quantities. Instead of getting help from you people, you got us shooting.
This is the story of Biafrans who died on the road of freedom. This is the story of the motherless searching for a lovely home.
They were shot by the military. No one knew how to love the land.
A painful history, living a life of misery. United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Africans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall?
We are known for being blunt about the truth. Federal and world bodies can't even deny this obvious proof that these kids were starved to death. None of them were left. Together we stand against this ruthlessness.
You made us believe in you. You gave us your word, and now they are killing us and stealing our blood.
Pains and misery, we've had enough. We've had enough. UN and the USA stand up for once. We've had enough.
We have been running our turn in all the zones. Since the crashes of the great nations, we still haven't grown. We cannot stack the stops back. Yes, we need to go back to our home. Yeah, our home.
What have we done? The days of this human treatment. What is a crime? That's not letting our environment. Emperors are suffering every day. What more can we say if that's the price that we must pay? We must pay.
And I'm so disappointed in USA, UN, and the government. That's why I say United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Africans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall? They are killing us every day. Only God will save our lives. And you will never get to allow your friend go. Let the blood of earth pouring in the wilderness. I had to shed blood of your grandchildren. Crying loud.
For people, you see them watch them killing people. I got no much to say, but one thing I must say is stop the fight for a world stats.
If they give me my life back, I'm locked up in bitterness.
My eyes are red and swollen, but no one can see the tears in my eyes. My people keep on falling. Maybe someday they will come back to life.
United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Africans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall? 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 Did you let the children fall?
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazi from Efo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State is Biafra land. is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Mazi from Efo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader Mazi Kano, the Prince of Afari-Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people for almost 60 years now. Mazi Kano is from Afari-Beku. Afari-Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. By the special grace of Chukwukika Abiyama, I am George Onyeibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Without wasting much of our time, we move ahead to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwukika Abiyama, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. For he is the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. And so, in matter both great and small, he remains the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. And so I humble myself this morning as always, and I say to him, Anyina jage mau lihina imaramai ehonanya nenage ubiomage ujuanyanya dadio ingwe gembangwo odi onye dekage Ebu Alpha n'Omega, anyị niile na-asị na n'edemao ise. Without wasting much of our time, we will go to our topic this morning, which is simply titled, Just Imagine. Just imagine. Let the power of imagination lead you into the future you desire. Because only those who can see through the eyes of faith have the power to change their world. I say imagine, just imagine. Experience has taught me that if you cannot think of something, you can't have it. There is a reason why your pineal gland is there. It's not for biological research. They open the portal enabling you to access into the spiritual realm. And then they say to you, if you can think it, you can achieve it. This morning, I want to employ every one of us to rise up to the level where we can begin to harness this potential. Just imagine. I'm not trying to sound spiritual today, but I want to direct you on the path you must follow, negatively, physically, or otherwise, maybe now or then. If you will reflect back as a child, as an adult, look at what you have achieved so far. You were able to see today. That is why you have today. I know a lot of people went through school in an almost impossible situation and circumstances surrounding them. But they see only one thing at the end of their struggle, and that is that they will graduate. And so I have so many friends who in the normal circumstance could not even go to school because some of them don't have parents, some of them are poor, and they wish they never even have parents. But they saw their tomorrow. They knew it was possible. They were able to visualize, to imagine what they wanted. That has been the major factor that contributes to the success of anything we do in life. Whether they are be good or they be bad, what you see is what you get. And so a little bit I want us to harness on this very thought and begin to change our orientation as far as this restoration project is concerned. And honestly, I need us to consider some of the situation that seems impossible to change, that has been made possible today as this will enable us to understand what we must do regarding what must come to be. Today in my lifetime, I have seen things possible that I never thought they would be possible. About 4 days ago, a Yoruba man called me. He said something to me. He said, I would love to join IPOB, but I know I will not be accepted. But I want to pass this message across to you, that all Yorubas are not the same. There are Yorubas who are evil, very evil, majority of them. You see, they have taken voice from us. Today, when you people say Yoruba do this, Yoruba do that, I want you to know that all Yoruba are not the same. It is not surprising to me. It's not new to me. Because go and look at almost all the atrocity committed in Yoruba land. Almost all of them are from Ogun State. Go and check the history of all the heroes of Yoruba. Almost all of them are from Ogun State. Forget about all this Oshu State and all this Ngwongwo State they are creating. We know this truth. We also know that in Yoruba land, a lot of people who are not Yoruba have been trapped inside the Yoruba land. But I have to say this. Imagine, just imagine. Today it is obvious that when they say not tenant, the Hausa man know today that all those not tenant nonsense was to kill the minority of the north. As we are speaking today, the Fulanis has taken over the land of the Gwari people. They are chasing them everywhere, chasing them away. Where are the Gwari people? They are not Hausa, they are not Fulani. But they were deceived and say we are all not tenants. Imagine today they are waking up. The Fulanis are destroying minorities of the north. The Nupe, the Adamawa, all the minorities in the north, the Southern Kaduna, all of them go to Kano, go to Kaduna, go to Sokoto. They initiate Boko Haram and they say that Boko Haram want Islamic State. But little do you know that Fulani were displacing, exterminating the minorities of the north. Imagine when the whole Yoruba wake up and stop the evil among them. Imagine when Hausa will wake up, TV people will wake up. All of you call yourself not tenant. Imagine when you wake up, there will be no place for Fulani to hide. Imagine. Let us consider certain areas, and then you will understand the power of imagination, and let it prepare you this day to rise up and do the right thing. Considering the level of character assassination, or would you say image deformation, against the Igbos of one Nigeria, the length in which our privacy have been invaded, above all, the unprecedented level of compromised individual among the ruling class of Biafra. Nobody would have believed that IPOB can be able to restore sanity in Biafra land, giving us a voice to speak and a reason to live. All these are product of good thinking from just one man. Imagine. I'll spend about 2 hours online listening to Yoruba ritualists, a mother of kin, the girlfriend of the son, to do ritual for progress. Before now, all you hear on Nigerian propaganda media, sponsored by British government, Igbo man kidnap, Igbo man thief, Igbo man shit, Igbo man ritual, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. The character of the Biafran people were assassinated. The character of Biafran people were deformed. Our privacy was invaded. And all of us have been beaten down to stupor. Nobody could see a way out because we failed to imagine. We failed to see through the eyes of faith that there is a solution to our predicament. We relaxed. On daily basis, the Fulani grew bolder. Idiot who cannot talk to you rule you in the office because you could not deploy that weapon of imagination to see beyond your current situation and circumstance. You give in to what they have done to you. Until one man came and said, today, the narrative must change. Whatever Mazi and the Kanu is doing today through IPOB, it's not a product of that fall from her. He was able to see through it. And many of us today cannot see beyond our current position. I am just asking you to open your eye. And so you know where we are going to. Today, we know not everybody in Edo State is Biafra. But I can assure you that even Oba of Bini want to join IPOB. But also there are some people who are Biafrans, who when you tell them about IPOB, they say, what are they doing? What are they doing? These are the compromised individuals. There are a lot of people from Enugu, from Abia, from Abo, from River. They will tell you they are not even Biafra. They are the compromised individual. Imagine the ruling class who, because of the stipends they are stealing from themselves, because every money they are sharing to the governors and politicians all the way from north by the Fulani or the British government, we are actually resources stolen from our land. They are limited by vision to be stealing from themselves. They've never been able to see beyond the horizon, beyond the scope, that they own this thing. They are supposed to be dashing people, not stealing your money. Imagine with all the cabals in place. A man saw beyond the horizon. He came forward and said, no, it's not the truth. The truth must prevail. And today, there is no Biafran that can be more proud of himself than to know that you are a Biafran. You never know how proud we are. Even if God open your eye, you will see that Americans and Britain want to be like Biafrans. Everybody now want to be like Biafran. But have we achieved what we want? No. But we are recovering grade by grade. If people will respect you because you are a Biafran today, as a product of you being able to understand that nobody can take your life from you except you give it, you will not be serious to fight for Biafra. But I tell you, everything we have said we will do, everything we are set to achieve on this platform, we shall. We've seen the end of it all. We just want you to follow. One of the secrets I learned in this struggle when I entered was that IPOB is pioneer by some of the most enlightened mind on the face of this planet Earth. It deploys the arm of flesh as well as the arm of spirit. They know what they want and they go for it. And never is it in their agenda to undermine the sovereignty or the right of anybody on the face of this planet Earth. But each of them are willing to give up everything that life has to offer them just to make sure that the day we long for will come in our time, not after we are gone. Just imagine how it used to be today. We have to tell ourselves the truth so we can appreciate the level we are today. I am an Igbo man, but I have never agreed that I'm an Igbo man. Out of ignorance, I have frustrated a lot of Igbo before IPOB came. I said this before. You may choose to misinterpret it, or you may use to appreciate the truth and understand what God really meant. Because those of us from Bendel Igbo, Ikore Igbo, who are not Igbo, it's very horrendous to remember some of the things that happened after the war. Till tomorrow, those who are still ruled by inferiority complex, those who are not still member of IPOB, it still have effect on them. The moment you look at Igbo man, you see Siam, Igbo man. He just sink and collapse. But he didn't do anything. He probably is a good man who cannot hurt a fly, but causing that name alone sink them. Imagine today, men and women dragging who is Igbo man. Everybody now is Igbo man. No? But the journey has just begun. But this was because one man understands we are not what they say we are. And now this is the time for us to become who we truly are. Forget about those things those governors are doing. They are yet to see beyond their bank accounts. They are yet to see beyond their position today. They are replacing them gradually. Go to Enugu. Anyokun is an Hausa man. He is now the next gubernatorial candidate for APC governor for Enugu. Anyokun is Hausa man. They will replace all of you. But we are not in a hurry. Nigeria must bleed shame and disgrace. Now imagine what IPOB led by Mazi cannot have been able to achieve. Who would have believed that anybody or organization can be able to put Nigeria on his heel, considering the magnitude of international, internal and external influence that motivates Nigeria to sin against the world? Many people don't understand Nigeria we are talking about today. Everybody is talking now. Boko Haram is rampaging, Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah. Everybody is talking today. Who gave birth to you before? Nigeria was a monster and it remains a monster. Nigeria was one entity you dare not talk. Who would have believed today? This is Radio Biafra Extra. I am reaching you live and direct from Yorugodo. Agbo, to be precise. That is where we are reaching you, live and direct. Who would have been able to do this? Give us this courage to do this without Mazi Kano. He knew these people are nothing. We don't boost. But nobody would have been able to do this today. As a child, you dare not speak against the terrorist state called Nigeria. Everybody was afraid for their life. Don't say it, they will kill you. Don't say it, they will kill you. The Hausa, Fulani, the Nupe, the Gwari, if you continue looking at Hausa, before you stand up to speak, all of you are done. You are gone as a people. Everybody in Nigeria must stand up and speak. There is nothing Nigeria can do because Nigeria is a terrorist state. Imagine every arsenal, every weapon that have been disposed against IPOB. We are still here. Nigeria is on her heels, on its heels. We have placed Nigeria by its heels. One man was able to look at all the idiots ruling Nigeria and knew they were just clowns. All the senator, all the politician, all the DSS security, they are all clowns. They don't know themselves. They are being used by internal influence. They can't see beyond their bank account. Imagine today what they are going through today. Their money to lobby is still working for them. Their money to lobby is still working for them. But the money is stolen from our land. We will take it from them one day. What does Nigeria have to offer? Imagine a country that cannot produce toothpick. Imagine a country that has citizens who can locally manufacture crude petrol, convert crude oil to every other thing they need. But they are telling you, hey, Nigeria don't have a refinery. Who told you? Ojukwu and his boys. They formed the refinery, local refinery. They refined fuel during the war. That is the formula that is being used today that they call local or illegal bunkering. You call it fire. That was Ojukwu and his boy. Without Russia, without America, without Britain, manufacture local refinery. Without local refinery, all of you will suffer in Nigeria. And so if generation of 1967 and 1970 without schooling in Harvard University and Toronto University were able to form a local refinery that is serving today, who is the idiot telling us that we are suffering, we are importing fuel because we don't have refinery? Imagine what Nigeria has done to us as a people. in publishing her people, terrorizing everywhere, who would have been able to speak up against them. We are happy today because despite the fact that Boko Haram are still doing their job of decimating a cross-section of the idiot who call themselves Nigeria, they are now spending more of their energy to stop IPOB. What a miracle, God, I must tell you. Let me worship God, because you can't imagine what I'm saying. What a marvelous God, what a wonderful God. He has done marvelous things for us. What a marvelous God, what a wonder. He used to do wonderful things for us. What a wonderful God. That today now all the idiots ruling Nigeria, the only thing they think of morning to night is how do we handle IPOB? How do we control IPOB? How do we do IPOB? Pathetic. Just really IPOB, small IPOB. Imagine that they can't even travel freely around the world. They are now hiding. They are now hiring representative idiots. Imagine when we are done with them. Today now they are lobbying the whole country and abroad. Some corrupt politician in America, they are lobbying them. Britain, of course, is the head of it all. They are lobbying Saudi Arabia, lobbying everybody. In fact, we will expose them. That is what we are here to do. They are no longer sharing and dividing now. Their level of sharing and dividing now, national cake, have reduced. Majority, about 75% of all the loot from Nigeria that's supposed to go to this cabal, they are using it to lobby because they want to hold Nigeria together. Imagine. Imagine that they have a case of emergency. Imagine. Somebody stood up and said, no. Peke we say, mama no go sleep, he no go sleep. Imagine. And this is where we are today. The Nigerian Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, all those stout and clam can be gallivanting everywhere. You have no idea what will do them. You can only imagine what is going to happen to them. Buhari is telling you, don't go to diaspora for medical treatment. But they are the one destroying the hospital. Imagine when we are done with all of them. They will be drinking Ugwarariru and Ugubumbumlise. People don't know where we project, where we are seeing all of you. When Martin Luther King said, I have a dream that one day every boy and girl in America will be equal before the law, where they will be no longer be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That prophecy have not been fulfilled, for your information. But at least you have a dream. It's a way to go. And so when we say imagine, we're asking you to have a dream. And I can tell you categorically this morning, emphatically, very vividly, sound and clear, that I have a dream that one day no politician in Nigeria will travel abroad again, because they will be met with hospitality, not the one they desire. Yes, I have a dream that one day all of the president, all the politicians, all the saboteurs, they will be drinking Ogwarariru and Ogubobomise, because they shall not travel diaspora to treat themselves again. Yes, I have a dream that one day the British Nigerian people and all the people keeping Nigeria will be the one asking us to come, let's divide Nigeria. Yes, I have a dream. And that is what we are working towards. We have a dream that one day when they call you in Nigeria, you say, God forbid. Are you not doing that already? Imagine. Imagine, giant of Africa. You are hiding your passport across the globe. Imagine. We are done with you, you will understand. But do Biafrans understand what we stand for? Do they understand what we represent? Look at a country you called your own. You bled for this country. You labored for this country. You truly love this country. But only to discover that the only agenda this country have for you is to destroy you. Imagine. Today, IPOB. They call us miscreants. Today, IPOB. They say we don't have jobless. Today, IPOB. They say we don't have money. We are poor people. Imagine when we have this money. Imagine when we have job. Imagine when we are not miscreants. When we are done with them. They wish Nigeria never existed. The journey has just begun anyway. But I'm talking to those of you who cannot see what is coming. Just imagine if all of our people across the globe will come together and form one impenetrable unit, I want you to imagine it. Like on this very morning now, our leader comes up on air. Because we know that even though I'm broadcasting from Abo, everybody in the world is hearing what you are saying. Of course, we choose our words carefully. And we had no intention to apologize, irrespective of how we choose to present our words. Imagine a leader comes up and say, Biafrans all over the world, all roads lead to Nigeria. Just imagine what will happen there. Now, let me digress a little bit. When I heard of IPOB at the initial stage, I was skeptical about them because there are a lot of things I cannot figure out. Saboteurs are going to do their job. They are going to pay money and buy people off. They are going to kill many of us. And these are some of the things we have in our mind. But at least I am appreciative to God that I am able to think beyond, see beyond, imagine beyond those thoughts. But of course, we have to give it a try. Imagine what Owazulike did. Many people are not here today, but I'm calling all of you to see beyond those nonsense. We came in, and they started killing us. But in one of those protests, I saw something. It shook me to the very foundation of my existence. When we said we were going to protest, and everybody gathered, I have not actually seen crowd until that very day in Iguacha. I climbed a very high-story building somewhere in Artillery. From there, I tried to see the beginning of the mob, the crowd, to the end. I couldn't. And for the first time, I knew we were on ground. For the first time, I saw that of the truth, Igweke, the crowd I saw was overwhelming. And do you know Nigeria has not recovered from it? Why do you think they are stopping us from protesting? Of course, we shall see protest. Very soon, we will protest. But I want you to imagine this morning, first of all. They thought we were 20. Before, they were always shouting, oh, Igbo don't have population, Igbo don't have population. But I tell you, the multitudes of people they saw on the street that day, Nigeria has not recovered from it. And so in as much as they are depopulating us, killing us from every corner, through every means, every Biafran begin to born children. Begin to born children. Hausa, Fulani are not stupid. Burning all those Alamajiri on the way. Not because they love those children. But when we give birth, we must love them. Because all those Fulani, Hausa children, they are giving birth to just to use them to fight war. We will enlighten those children, and those children will become their undoing. You be Hausa Pekin now, then turn you to Bambiala. Then won't use you to fight war. Why their own children they for Fulani children they for abroad? And they go kill you for nothing. Hausa way they go do Boko Haram. Hausa way they go follow Fulani to kill your own papa, make una wake up. It's as simple as that. When I saw the population of our people, I knew we are good to go. We are not there to fight them yet. But if we are there to fight them, we look at them. We hold many of them at our mercy. Ransom. We just leave them because they are ignorant. That is why when I see them with AK-47, they are just jumping up and down and just looking at them. The difference between me and you today is that you have the AK-47 and I don't have. But the day will come, let's pray that day will not come. All of us will have access to it. And then we know who is who at the end of the day. But just imagine when our leader will come and say all roads lead to Nigeria. There will be no business in the world that day. Except the country of our abode refuse to allow us to fly. But imagine if they allow us to return home. That is why our leader said the day we will march, the sun will not set. These are the things we are looking forward to. Imagine as we are speaking here now, our leader say today no Biafran should come outside. I tell you, in the next 24 hours, Lagos and Abuja will turn to good city. Why do you think they're afraid? You think they love you? Without the Igbo man, in 1 month, Lagos and Abuja, Kano and Kaduna, all these places in Badon will become a good city. Spirogera will eat up the whole building. But you can't imagine it. You can't see it. They have imagined it. They have thought about it. If we let Igbo go, Lagos will fall. Imagine if you open seaport in Warri. Every Warri youth today will be great again. Imagine if you open seaport in River State, no river youth will be selling their land. No Ikurema will sell his land. Imagine where you drill the oil in Anambra. Imagine where you allow them to drill the oil in Biafra land and allow us to develop our place. No Biafran will go to Lagos or Abuja or Kano. They saw this thing, they imagine it, and then they work on it. Imagine if we have international airport that will enable us to land in our own community and stroll into our house like Yoruba and Hausa Fulani will do. Imagine if we are in control of our life. With all this struggle we are making way ahead. Imagine if we are in control of our life. Who is the idiot that will come and tell us nonsense? Imagine. Imagine we wake up one day, we see everybody come outside. Imagine, how many barracks do they have? How many AK-47 do they have? Imagine. And then you will see, we will bring this Biafra down without shooting a bullet. This is just the gospel we preach. Most of you are afraid. Oh, they want to bring war. Oh, they want to do this. If that is what we want, by now Nigeria will be gone. Or maybe we will have been dead. But be rest assured that if we must die, we will tell you how it will end. And you are afraid of war. And they want to give you war. Because they have AK-47. Somebody wrote, he said, don't let America and Iran deceive you. You are not going to fight any war. There is no second world war, third world war, fifth world war. It's a lie. Don't let them deceive you. They are not going to fight. The idiots have been deleted. It's okay. What they want is Hausa killing Igbo. And then they supply gun. Or maybe this is a theater to display the latest weapon. Somebody have to pay the price. And then America will shoot one weapon like that of Hiroshima. And then everybody will respect America more. Of course, you have to make them show you respect. And then Iran will shoot another one and then kill some America. Of course, you have to show them respect. After all, if America did not stand up to Soviet Union would have dealt with the world today. But of course, because they have the privilege to display their weapon. Today, they show respect. Anybody that is mad, their madness, when they come to Indian territory, they show respect. When they are mad and get to Israel territory, they show respect. And when they are crazy and get to American territory, they show respect. And when they go to Germany or Russia, they show respect. Not because these people are more muscular or anything, because of the nuclear warhead. But what they try to do is cause problem in Africa, destabilize everywhere so they have the privilege to loot or notice. Imagine a world being run by trade by barter, and then let them give us automobile, and then they steal or they take oil in exchange, trade by barter. Imagine how well this world would have been organized. Imagine the potential that God, the blessing of God upon this life, upon this world. Imagine how it will look like. Because they deliberately destroy certain things they don't have, leaving the whole of humanity under darkness. But they promote things that will exterminate the world. Imagine a leader comes up and say, every Biafra do this, every Biafra do that, and everybody is speaking with one voice. At that time, I tell you, we speak with one voice. Imagine a time where all of us see through one eyes. Imagine if we are able to walk under one chain of command with the same level of vision and passion, working together. Imagine. You've not thought about that. You've not been able to imagine that. Our governors are so limited that their fear is, oh, Fulani Kaba will kill you, Fulani Kaba, so you turn against us. Imagine if we tell them you can't take anybody. Our leader, Mazi, cannot command the soldier that when we march, we will drink the river dry. IPOB command the soldier, I repeat again, that the day we will march, we will drink a river dry. We don't boast, we don't threaten people. But I want you to imagine, just imagine this morning, one idiot, Fulani, who is not even a member of this Nigeria in the first place, will come and say, want to pick our governor. Is he an idiot? But you are the ones selling us to them, thinking they are more powerful than us. We will make you people show us respect. That is what we are here to do. It has begun already. You will show us respect. Yoruba, Wosa, Nigerians, you will show us respect. Just imagine what we can achieve without having to kill anybody. Imagine what we can achieve without sweating. But we will get there. And so when we call upon you and say, look for IPOB, closer to you and join. It is because we have seen what you are not seeing. The day shall come, because that is why we are here. And that is why our leaders say that the day we will march, the sun will not set. You are a Biafran anywhere in the world. We can stop this. We can end this. Swiftly, quietly, peacefully, if we can imagine. Stop there at the moment. Our lines will be open any moment from now, and I'll be back in a minute.
The land of the rising sun. Freedom is so what we need. From every corner of the street, we're crying out, freedom. Are you my people? Stand up now. Unite together, we're crying out. My Biafra people, stand up now. Freedom is all we want. Freedom is all we need. Freedom we deserve. Victory is ours. Freedom is all we want. Freedom is all we need. Freedom we deserve. Victory is ours.
Listen, in this world, everybody got freedom of expression and worship. A Christian mother head was cut off. Buhari's majority did talk. Mr. Buhari's above law. It is obeyed God. Nobody go talk. As Biafrans, we are fighting for our freedom and self-determination. Nigerian government, they are shooting us, killing us, arresting us, pushing us one Nigeria. Biafran Nigeria governors, protecting their political careers. They are criminals, murderers. They can't stop us. Never.
Freedom, we deserve.
Yes, imagine. At this time, our lines are open. You are a Biafran anywhere in the world, you are yet to join IPOB. You can't see beyond where Nigeria has positioned you, but they've seen beyond you, and they are doing what they do to emasculate you. Imagine if you break yourself out of that shackle. We can end this. We can stop this evil enclave called Nigeria. This is a clarion call. You are a Biafran from Idoma, from Egala. You are Biafrans in Edo State, in Delta State, Biafrans in Bayelsa State, in River State, in Cross River State, in Ebonyi State, in Enugu State, in Imo State, in Anambra State, in Abia State. You are Biafran inside Kogi State. You are Biafran inside Benue State. You are Biafran inside Edo State. Look for IPOB family closer to you and join. Send us your phone number, your name, and your location. The nearest coordinator will contact you. Our WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642. And then our direct line is 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971. And the special number for the female is 081 288 58614. 081 288 58614. Caller on the line. Where are you calling from?
May Chukwu Kadama bless you. My name is Guinea. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. May Elohim Ekekerowa Chukwu Kika Biama bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, and our deputy leader, Mazi Cheka from F4. I was hearing his voice yesterday. A very strong man, and still maintains that his strongness. He still maintains, he never deviates. Because the people that are calling, some will call to say something. He will tell them, no, this is not where to say this thing. Go to the appropriate channel. He promised us that he will not allow this project to see corruption. That's where our listening. Sometimes I will be rejoicing and dancing. They will ask me, this Biafran person self, I don't know what makes her to dance this day. I said, because we have people who are learned and we follow them. We obey them and learn too. So if I'm telling you something, you listen. You join IPOB and learn from the people who have learned more. I told them that when Biafra comes, I know there will be free education. I will go to school. I will go back to school and learn at least if what our leader know. If I divide it into 3, I have 1. I will be great. I can't Chukwuka. I just want to sing one song for our leader. Obodo kene no kano, Nnamdi Kano, Ohamadike Biafra o, Nnamdi Kano, Ohamadike, ike agwụ na ndị iro gị o, Nnamdi Kano, Ohamadike, ndị iro gị na yozudo, Nnamdi Kano, Ohamadike. We must continue. I've told them, join IPOB. Let every village have IPOB. Let every community have IPOB unit. Let them know what they're supposed to know and learn from the man who have learned ahead of time. May Chukwu Kabema bless you, my Lord. May Chukwu Kabema keep strengthening you. We must continue. Thank you.
Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning from here.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, sir. Mazi George Onyeibe.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Chukwu Josakwe from Orif. This is my first time calling this Radio Biafra. My brother George, you are doing a great job. May Almighty God strengthen you, empower you, and give you more wisdom. You are truly a pastor. Your word is always like an oil going through our vein and our blood and our brain. Thank you. Remembrance. And also to the man that lead us to the paradise. God will strengthen him. Mazi Nnamdi. Believe me, any day that I wake up, my heart always remind me that Biafra must surely come. No two ways about it. Our enemy, they are confused, holding meeting from here to there without yielding any result. But IPOP is a pillar that holding the world today. Everywhere around the world, the people hear about us. People always listen to Radio Biafra. Let me not waste much time. May Almighty God strengthen you, empower you more and more.
Thank you very much.
Remembrance forever.
Thank you, sir. My brother, we must continue. Just imagine if we have IPOB family unit everywhere in Biafra land, like Yoruba have Yoruba church every corner of Biafra land. Just imagine. No, just imagine we have IPOB unit in every corner in Biafra land, every street in Biafra land. The same way Yoruba have succeeded in planting the company called church to recolonize us every corner of. Just imagine if that your 10% you stupidly and foolishly give to Yoruba to develop their land against our land. Imagine if you're giving it to the IPOB. Imagine. 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 Every coordinator must stand up. And people must get one thing clear. We're not begging you to join IPOB. We're asking you to save yourself. Save yourself. That is what we're asking you to do. Somewhere along the line, may it not be too late for you to know this truth. May it not be too late. Imagine Yoruba Open Church, different name. One of them is the president of Nigeria, vice president of Nigeria. Imagine if we have IPOB family that way. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there? Of course, we lost that caller. Imagine. Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there? That should be Zoo Epileptic Network. But we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, my lord.
Good morning from here.
My lord, good morning, sir.
Go ahead, please. Good morning.
Yeah, my lord. May God bless you. May God bless our leader, Mazi Nandikalo. May God bless you for our duty. May you blessed in the name of Jesus. Mazi, the topic today is about different mood, my dear. Imagine all the whole senators in Biafra land stand in that hollow chamber of Nigerian Senate
and say we want to Biafra.
We want to Biafra. Imagine all the whole governors of Southeast and South stand up today and say we want to Biafra. Imagine what will happen. They will not kill anybody. They will come to talk in a round table. Let us talk. What do you want? Imagine, my lord. Imagine. But I don't have too much to say. I want to tender apology to you, sir. Forgive me for one of the statements I made. And also to my fellow Biafran worldwide, I tender my apology. I don't know the name is a HIV. I forgot it. But I just try to plead on his behalf. I don't know him before. They may forgive me for that thing I uttered. You know, I just said my own opinion. I tender my apology to all the whole Idaho worldwide IPOB in Chukwuka. We are the same family. We are the same people. No going back for this struggle. May God bless each and every one of us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, sir, and God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. You have been forgiven even before you ask. We must continue.
Thank you, sir.
Imagine we will stand up and say, you can't kill our people any longer. Imagine we will understand the plan, the evil these people have against us, and thwart their evil plan. And of course, our people must know the truth. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm Mazi. Yeah.
My name is Mazi Okodere Ebesiro. I'm calling from Maputo, Mozambique. Before I said anything, I will say, Mechuko Kabe, I'm blessed our beloved Damas and Nandekano. I'm blessed our deputy Damas Uchemoko. I'm Mechuko Kabe, I'm blessed all IPOB family member worldwide. In the mighty name of Chuko Kabe, I will worship. He said, Mas George Onyeibe, I just want to thank you for the good work you are doing for us. We are tired of being here in Maputo, Mozambique. We all want to go back to our country, Biafra. We are suffering here in Mozambique. Every blessed day, police will be pushing somebody, immigration, they will be disturbing us. Finance, from one problem to another because we are not in our country. So we need to go back to our country called Biafra. I used to give this example. I want all Biafra to listen to me. Use somebody like Ronaldo Derima I used them to give an example. If they finish playing football in Spain, in England, in Germany, they used to go back to their country because there is no place like home. All this Ronaldo, they have money to stay in Spain. Ronaldo is a big guy, have a lot of money to live in Spain. But all of them used to go back to their country. Ronaldo Derima, they go back to their country called Brazil. So we Biafra, we need to go back to our own country called Biafra. We are tired of living in another people's country. They are treating us very bad. If you talk anything here in Mozambique, they will tell you go back to your country. So I want all Biafrans that have not joined IPOB to come and join IPOB. IPOB is the only solution. IPOB is our only hope. I thank God that I'm an IPOB member here in Maputo, Mozambique. I'm a strong IPOB member here in Maputo, Mozambique. So I advise all Biafra that have not joined IPOB, please go and join IPOB. One day our gate will be closed. It will be too late for you people. If you have not joined IPOB wherever you are in this world, go and join IPOB. We are doing the right thing. We want to go back to our country. So I say, Mechuko Kabama Mazi Onyeibe, I will sign off here from Maputo, Mozambique. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you, my brother. We are going home. That is all that matters. Every Biafra must go home. Biafra must be restored. But how you choose to go home is entirely your decision. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Nam Chineke gozie gị. Gozie Nnamdi Kanu. Gozie Uchemefu. We are going home, whether the devil likes it or not. We are already in home. I always tell people, even in my village, say, one day you just wake up in Biafra land. I know Radio Biafra is not getting to my village in Isialangwa, not. But anytime I have opportunity to go home, I talk to younger brothers. I talk to everybody. I open up some things I saved, show them. And I know many of them are most interested. So I want to encourage you people. You are doing marvelously well. In fact, God raised you people at this important time. It's God that raised every one of you. And I want to encourage you to continue. We are on daily basis praying for this new nation. In my ministry, on daily basis, we pray for the new nation. We don't care to know the opinion of people. We don't care to know what people believe. We strongly believe in Biafra, and it is coming. My joy this year is coming to fulfillment because I have foreseen what God is about doing. So go ahead. And I encourage everybody to join Biafra. Though I have not joined a family, but I told myself this coming Sunday, because already I've located a family. And I encourage other people in the same place with me to find out time and join a family. God bless you. God bless you immeasurably in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's just a simple thing. It's a clarion call. Everybody must answer.
Hello,
that is just the truth. Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Monday Onwe. I'm calling from Enugu State, Biafra land. Hello? I want to sing a song. Gbapụta Chineke n'ọnọdụ anyị nọ na ya. Anyị ga-asọpụrụ gị nna. Gbapụta omega m, ezigbo omega ị hụrụ n'anya. Ya Jehova, ga-agbapụta anyị n'aka ndị ilo. Ana m ayọ ka ị pụọ n'oru ha. Ya Jehova, gbapụta Chineke n'ọnọdụ anyị nọ na ya. Anyị ga-asọpụrụ gị na n'ịgbapụta. Omega m, ezigbo omega ị hụrụ n'anya. Ya Jehova, ga-agbapụta anyị n'aka ndị zuu. Anyị na-ayọ ka ị pụọ n'olu ha. Ya Jehova, ga-agbapụta. Mazi Onyeibe, I thank you for your good work. I thank Uche Mofo. I thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for all good job that you people are doing for us. We say, may Chukwuka guide and protect you people and your family. In the name of your Yeshua, we pray. Amen. Uche Mofo, Mazi Onyeibe, I want to tell you that you people are trying. Enugu State is trying. Aja State is trying. Abo is trying. All the Biafra lands, everybody is trying. We are working assiduously to bring Biafra. In Enugu State here, yesterday somebody was calling Chidela, complaining that Enugu State has failed again. I tried to call to tell the person that we have not failed. Maybe somebody saw Fulani herdsmen with a trailer. When you get such information, you know the person to call and give information that look at what is happening in the state where you live. The person will call the people in charge of that side and tell them, look at what is happening. Maybe you saw them, you did not give report, you just video and send to outside. Everybody will see it and say that we have failed. We are formidable here. We are trying to make sure that whatever our leader tell us to do, we do it. In we state, we are trying. Our coordinator is trying. Our commander is trying.
I believe you. I believe you.
So we have not failed. I promise that Enugu State will not fail again. So I called to tell people to keep it on. That God will give us Biafra. My name is Monday Onwe. I call from Abba.
Thank you very much.
Enugu province. Thank you very much.
I must tell you the truth. Enugu is formidable. Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Nwachukwu Igwe, the coordinator of Obo Hill branch. You may have known me when we invited you for our program. Since then, I have been trying to get you online. But fortunately today, by the grace of Chukwuka Kabiama, I have the opportunity to be online. I'm grateful to Chukwuka Kabiama of what he has been using you to do. I thank God also that we are formidable. Up to today, God has seen us through. I'm very, very much happy to see that IPOB is marching on. Today, I want to tell you that I'm very, very much happy to see that Mazi Nnamdi is still on the seat. God has been using him tremendously for this cause. I thank him also for you and every other principal officer in this struggle. Things that have been happening could have stopped us from marching on, but because of his grace and mercy, we are still marching on. My prayer these days is that God, who have called us, will continue to use us. I want to also to announce to you that
because that is Zoo Epileptic Network. We must continue. Caller on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning, Agowani. Go ahead, please.
I just want to say thank you to Koki Obiama. And make a Chineke, Chukwokite, Nisi Nandu Ukano, Ohamadike, Ofuanye Chukunyalo Wanine, and make a Nuche Mefo, and make a Nechuku, or say that he will not allow this line to see corruption. And he stood by it. Obozengi wabu Jojo ni do yamami bago. Chukuna alola yo luebe. Ona alola yogo. Ask him the only prayer of my phone person since we were IPU people that they will keep on confusing themselves. They will never speak one language. Okay, name kita.
Thank you very much.
You people are called to do. You were selected. Other principal officers. You people were selected to do what you are doing. And Olubokwa Anyaka, Opokwa one thing. I'm an in but my spirit, my soul, and body is with all of you. Onyewam Gozie is in on Kuchie n'ụtụtụ kuchie n'efi kuchie n'abalị onwere ife ga-eme gị onwere ife eme unu ncha niile okilikili ka a na-agba ụkwụ ose ada ala elu. You people are beyond because ịma onye Chukwu okike kpuchiri onwere ife ya eme unu nna isi dị ike. God bless you. Afọ m obe iche.
Thank you very much. We must
nna m jisi n'ike.
Have a nice day, man. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, Mazi George Onyeibe.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Mazi, bonjour, monsieur.
Go ahead, please.
Je suis monsieur. I am a man, Mazi. Mademoiselle is a lady.
Anyone I greet you, make you answer.
Okay, Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you, Mazi George Onyeibe. It shall be well with you, Mazi. I appreciate what you are doing for us, Mazi. Every day by day, you are opening our eyes and you are informing us on how to reason, on how we should be doing things as a Biafrans. My name is Mazi Emmanuel Ezuma. I'm calling from Paris. Mazi, imagine if all indigenous people in that zoo called Nigeria, when they will stood up and said that enough is enough, that this Fulani madness is enough. Imagine we Biafrans, imagine an environment where you Biafran living in diaspora, you just want to go for maybe you are going for one celebration in your land, and you landed successfully in your land, and nobody will corner you, nobody will molest you. Imagine where your government, you have a government, a Biafran government that will be fighting for you all over the world. Imagine where you will have in our government and judicial system, where you will have an equal right, that nobody will be above more than another. Imagine such environment. Mazi, Biafran stand for light. We are the light of the world. We are not only, we are the backbone of this very earth, whether they like it or not. Nigeria have nothing to offer. They have nothing, even the world too, as you are seeing them keeping silent, trying to distract some gullible ones for we not to look on the board. We have to look beyond our imagination and imagine how this war would have been without injustice that all these cabals and all these terrorists have created around the world. Mazi, it shall be well with you, it shall be well with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God, Chukwu Okike, continue to guide you. Ndewo, Mazi.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call out the line, your name and where you calling from.
Hello. Hello. Youth Dancer, Free White Man.
Good morning from here.
Papa Nkeninje, Ekekerowa. Anyị were Biafra n'ekenye gị n'aka. Papa anyị adịghị ike. Ọtụtụ anyị tụkwasịrị gị obi n'ọdụ like Mountain Zion. Papa n'ọnụ Biafra, anyị were wee nyefee gị n'aka. Ya nọrọ anyị ọgụ a, Papa Nkeninje. Na mkpagbu niile nke anyị na-enwe ebe niile dị iche iche, Papa Nkeninje. Onye chiri na ọ na-ana be nna ya emeghe ajọ ihe. Papa Nkeninje, ike ebidoro ihe Biafra ọ na-akọ ọzọ ọtụrụ. Gosi na ya tụkwasịrị gị obi Chineke. Biko bịa nọnyere anyị ọgụ a, bịa bupụrụ anyị ibu a. Otu nwoke niile so na-eme ka ha wee na-emegide anyị. Papa Nkeninje, biko jeenụ webata n'ike na ebube gị, biko bịa nọrọ anyị ọgụ a. Ị na-erie ndị Izrel, mekwerie ndị Amerịka. Papa Nkeninje, anyị chabụkwa ụmụ gị. Papa Nkeninje, biko bịa bupụtara anyị n'ọnọdụ a anyị nọ na-adịghị anyị mma. N'enuwe ọrụ gị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mọfọ ma ya Barrister Ejiofor ma onye ibe na onwe ya mekanera ndekọda ma nkewa IPOB niile worldwide gbara gburugburu ebe niile. Papa Nkeninje, anyị enyefere gị ya n'aka. Chineke biko ịtụkwara anyị akpọkọ oge. Ana m erutegwere gị onye okwu gị na Proverbs 16:1-3. He said we should commit all our plans so that we can succeed in carrying them out. Chineke ya wekwere ha ahụ anyị etinye gị n'aka. N'ọrụ anyị ọgwụ a, ma nke anyị na-apụghị anya ma nke anyị fụrụ anya, Chineke ya nwere ihe niile anyị etinye gị n'aka. Na ọgụ mkpụrụ ọbụ Chineke nụrụ na onwe onye nwere ike iguzo n'ihu ya. Papa Nkeninje, biko napụta anyị ka ọṅụ wee bụrụ nke anyị. Anyị nwere Chineke a, ụmụ eze chite oke abịama ga-adọpụtakwa n'ihu gị wee bịa kelee gị n'ihe niile nke a na-emenụ. Na ndị sika niile na-erugharị, Papa Nkeninje, ana m asị gị na ị ga-eji ọmbrela gị wee kpuchikọta ndị IPOB niile worldwide ebe niile ha nọ. Wee na-asịkwa ndị na-agha onye ka ihe a niile ha riche. Chineke asị gị gọzie ha ụtụtụ, ehihie, abalị, every minute of the day. Ma ụkwụ agaghị akpọ ha na ojije na mbata ha ga-awụ ngọzi ngọzi. N'aha Jizọs Kraịst onye nwe anyị. Amen. Good morning. Good morning. Bye bye, sir.
Thank you very much, my sister. We must continue. Biafrans should be able to imagine what is supposed to happen. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening, good night.
Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi Onyeibe, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Good morning from here.
Thank you. Good evening, good night from here. My name is Elanya Uche. I'm calling from New Jersey, USA. Mazi Onyeibe, the time here is 12:17 a.m., midnight, past midnight. I told you the last time I called you, I'm on a Biafra high, and I can't sleep, Mazi. When I think of Biafra, listening to you, I can't sleep. So I said today, I must call you, or just to greet our Biafrans, to let them know that their brothers and sisters worldwide are not sleeping. We are awake, supporting you however we can, making sure that Biafra will come. There's a lady that spoke. I don't want to wake up the children. There's a lady that spoke. That lady said, Chai. Oh, this touched my heart. That lady said when Biafra comes, she knows that that we will offer free education, and that she will learn, even if she learns 1/3 of what Onyeibe knows, she'll be happy. I just touch my heart. Touch my heart. I tell you, Biafra, I'm ready for ladies, for women like that, for people like that. I am ready to sacrifice my life. All we want is to improve ourselves. That's all we want. And these people are blocking us. God will bring Biafra. God must bring Biafra. I do not want to wake up the children. My wife will soon come down and tell me to please lower my voice. So please let me calm down a little bit. It is 18 a.m. and I'm still awake listening to you, praying, doing what we have to do here in New Jersey to bring Biafra. Great Biafrans, we're standing beside you. We're standing with you. We're standing in front of you. We must realize Biafra. That woman that said she wants free education, you will get your free education. And you will get to learn more than Onyeibe. You will learn more than George Onyeibe. You will learn more than all of us. And we will raise you up and lift you and carry you on our shoulders. That's the spirit of Biafra. That is the spirit of Biafra. And God can never deny us because we have the moral rights to demand that to be better and to live in the path that God has set for us. Nobody can deny us that. Mazi Onyeibe, thank you for the little time you have accorded me. IPOB New Jersey, we're on every platform, Facebook, everywhere you can find us. Umaya, the district, you can contact me. We have an initiative. We cannot work alone. So we will need to solidify, energize ourselves. You can reach me at area code 1-732-912-6087. All here Biafra, Mazi Onyeibe. Thank you very much.
All here Biafra. We must continue. Yes, a caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, good morning. Mazi, Onyeibe. I can tell you loudly. Mazi, I want to thank you once again. I want to thank God for your life. I want to thank God for the life of Mazi Nnamdi. Also, I want to thank God for the life of Mazi, our deputy director, and the life of our Biafra coordinators. Once again, I want to thank God for the successful program we have at Olo on 3rd of January. It was so marvelous. But the program went successfully. The Lord God Almighty will blind the eyes of all our enemies until the end of the program. And I want to thank all our members, mostly those that came from Aba. In fact, I want to thank them in a special way for their maximum support. Our brothers in that Igwacha, I want to thank them once again. But I want to wake up all the Anambra states and Delta Asaba, those that in most in other states and Enugu. I want to wake them up. You know that you are from Olu. Go and join your people, your fellow people that came from Olu in that your state. Look for Olu people and join them. Because this program that we did at Olu on 3rd, I am just telling you, in fact, if that you came to that program, you will say something about it. It was so marvelous. Yes, it was so terrible. So again, all the people that in Aba, this month meeting, I thought I would like everybody to join us in this meeting this coming Friday. It will be the first meeting of the year. It will be the first meeting of the year. Please, if you know that you are from Olu, please make sure that you come to this meeting. Come and see the miracle of the Lord. We are under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi, IPOB. No other name, no other place. IPOB is the helper of the Christians. IPOB is the helper of the world. Today, Mazi, as I'm talking to you, in fact, the topic you wrote out this morning, it was so terrible. As I'm talking to you, if you come to Aba from all the corners of Aba. You can see that like it's yesterday. How before Arongwa, you see how the police people they were beating one young guy because the guy carry a smart car. They stopped the guy stopped, and they asked him to bring out his ID card, national ID card. He said that he don't have any national ID card. They packed the guy and asked him for particulars and all the rest of the papers. The guy brought the papers out. But they were asking him, embarrassing the guy that is a Yahoo man, a Yahoo boy. But the guy was saying that he's not an Yahoo. But I am telling you the kind of embarrassment they give to this guy. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what we are passing through in this our land? But I want to tell our people it's just a shortly time. It's just a shortly time. All this embarrassment must surely come to an end. Because, as I said the other time, if our leader gives us order to march, I am telling you the truth, we must march. We are not afraid of our enemies. Time has passed when we were afraid, but this time around we are not afraid of them anymore. We are not afraid of them anymore. We must march and we must conquer. We must destroy them one by one. Those senators in the assembly, those governors, those that are claiming that they are APC, they are this and that and the other one. You people are playing. You people are playing. But I want to tell you people, when the time comes, all of you will run away from this town automatically. That is the thing. Mazi, I want to thank you. I want to thank our people for the support they give to our program on Touch.
Thank you very much.
I'm just telling you, the program went successfully.
Thank you very much.
God is with us. At the end, we must win. Biafra must surely come. Biafra is our reign. Biafra is our savior. That is the thing. Thank you very much and God bless you. I still remember Pastor Samuel Odiaki is I'm from Urebiri in Olo. It's in Imo State, Biafra land. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you. Thank you very much, Mazi.
We must continue. Yes, caller on the WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Live and direct.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon from here. This is calling. This is Armstrong Onyeibe, New South Wales, Australia. The topic of the day. But before I go into that, my brother, I want to say thank you for the opportunity to speak in this amazing and great radio station. I'm from Ekpoma. Ekpoma is in the present day Edo State. Before, I want to thank Mazi George Onyeibe. I want to thank Mazi Nandekano. I want to thank Mazi Uchemefo and all the executives and people who are frontlining this struggle for Biafra, for our freedom. Now, to the topic of today, imagine. Our imagination is limitless. We can imagine as big and as huge as we can. It depends on how far we want to imagine. I want to start by saying, imagine getting our referendum this year. Imagine, my brothers and sisters, imagine Nigeria never existed. Imagine slavery never happened to us black people, any other human being. Imagine Africa was never colonized. Imagine we were taught our history in schools. Imagine we were never divided as a people right from centuries. Imagine we were never taught to hate ourselves as brothers and sisters or see ourselves different. Imagine. Now this one now is for my people. Everywhere, every Biafran is my people. Every Biafran. But specifically now, because I'm from the present day Edo State, I want to tell the Edo people now. Imagine that right from the 11th century, before the 11th century, we didn't have a foreign royal monarchy that came and invaded that land, Godomigodo. But we do. Imagine that. We never lost our culture. Imagine that. We never lost our culture. Imagine we never changed our names of our identity. Imagine that you don't see yourself different from our brothers and sisters. Imagine the mainstream media showing our struggle of Biafran. Imagine the mainstream media talking about the Biafran people, the Biafran war, the Biafran genocide, and what's happening currently today. Imagine that. Now, currently on Facebook, on this live broadcast, it's showing about 97 viewers. We all know that's not true. We all know that there are millions of people watching this broadcast. But imagine Facebook is honest to show how many people actually watching this live stream. Imagine that. The millions that are watching. Imagine we Biafrans, or people who are not yet sure that they're Biafrans. Imagine we all understand the physical aspect and spiritual aspect of what Biafra represents. Imagine. Edo people, forget about your names, those names that you have today. Look at your culture. Think before the 11th century. Imagine who you are. Imagine. My brothers and sisters, God bless all of you. I just want to say this.
Yes,
that brother that called in earlier on that says he couldn't sleep because of Biafra issue hearing you. I know how he's feeling, and I know a lot of us feel that way. I only had 2 hours sleep last night because I was thinking, I was reading, I was studying history, trying to find truth. Biafra is the only hope. Please join IPOB. Brothers and sisters, join IPOB. It's not a billionaires club. It's not a club for fantasy. If you want to be free, join IPOB. Indigenous People of Biafra, wherever you are.
Yes,
this is Armstrong calling from New South Wales, Australia. Thank you very much.
Yes, Mazi Umeji, before you sign off, I will lend my voice to your voice to talk to our people in Edo State. The Edo State is experiment ground, and so is Kogi and Benue. These were where they were working on how to bastardize our blood lineage, turn us to something that we are not. I want to remind them, let every Edo person listening to me today, let them tell me the meaning of Edo, Bini, or Idu. They are not the same thing. Edo is not Benin. Benin is not Idu. Let them go and find out who they are. And stop following Yoruba, because this will be their end. Ubumudia and other idiot Nigerian people started experimenting on Edo women. They were the first experiment in Nigeria. Today, if Edo people don't stand up, all their women are gone, because they've almost succeeded in destroying what is known as the family tree. And so you have this generation, more than 80% of them, traveling around the whole world. But for what? They think it's their way of life. That is not true. They actually redesigned us, but we must save ourselves. Thank you very much.
Very true.
And then we must continue from there.
Thank you very much. God bless all here, Biafra. Thank you for chipping in. Thank you very much.
Yes. Everybody must hail Biafra. Awosha, wake up, because Fulani, they are done. In fact, they are almost gone. Awosha, wake up. Don't let them to destroy all that is left of you. All of you, wake up. It is Biafra that will save all of you. Can you hear me, caller, on the line? Yes, my brother. This is female line. Please, nobody should call the female line. If you are a man, do not call the female line. Biafrans must wake up and do not let anybody to deceive you. Nigeria is evil. You do not understand what Nigeria represents. But we are here to make sure everybody understand what Nigeria represents. But in the end, it must be, Nigeria must be obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. Like our brother last caller has just said. Imagine if there was nothing like Nigeria. Imagine how our life would have been if it was still run under the foundation that our ancestors laid for us. Imagine if all of you have identified with the nearest IPOB closer to you. Imagine that there is no checking point in our land, no kidnapper, police, and Boko Haram army. Imagine when your clan who call themselves president and the rest are not stealing. Imagine. Of course, I will take one more call and then we round up on this segment. Biafrans across the globe, don't let them deceive you. Yes, caller on the female line.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Good morning. My name is Biafra. I want to thank you. I want to thank Mazi.
Your account is low. Please recharge as soon.
Yes, that is the Zoo Epileptic Network. They have exhausted her credit. They are the one exhausting the credit anyway. Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Read your call.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Friday. I'm calling from Enugu. Thank you so much for your... Thank you so much because what you people are doing for us, we the Biafrans, we are very grateful. And I want to use this opportunity to thank our leader, Mazi and the team of all the things officers who are working at TWP to make sure that we are seeing this country of Nigeria. George Onyeibe, I don't think whether you can give me the opportunity to speak to my people in my language.
Go ahead, please.
Yes. And in good job and make a loon. No, the hall. What can I make a level? And make a loon. I told them that roll up a Christmas to them now, Malay. And doing the hall, 8 liters one by one. If a batata POP. Even if you prep Macanwero, but I will one you did a mail and big job. If you can and the Benuel upon big job. Since you can with line by this year, you take care from Lee, you take care. With you there. Well, your bulla, you will one to Biafra. You let him make a boom line to heaven. You can none by able. The Lord do so good. Actually, from here to here, the boy state. From here to here, we begin without any boundary. Yeah, but I say, table, I really do show one every day by day. And then I just you so good for the state. And I say, one can one young day. Learn your level of one. The head may. Let me tell you, do one can I do one. We tell a courses every day, courses you do one here and there. And I no bag that broke here, lady show moon. One not showing the chief, or no half they couldn't lay. Or no black half is that you can need the care of words there, and I should be right to be when you make it. When I got that channel, you can make care of dear wood, or but I knew roulette, so good like POP. One not showing big as you hold. Or no black, he fell over. Time can yeah, journey court to keep me. Time can over there, but because I'm saying, did Panilla, did you do no time you go black too much in make you reach home. Where you like you below what I got 10 agents. Go for 5 good type POP. Mazi, I thank you so much for the opportunity you gave to me. Thank you so much.
We must continue. Yes. Yeah, caller on the line.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, good morning, Mazi.
Morning. Go ahead, please.
Good morning. My name is Shopur Biafra, calling from Ebo Kuzu. I just want to thank Chukwuka Kabiyama for the good work he's doing through you people. May his name alone be highly exalted.
Mazi, I really want to imagine this morning. I love the topic. Imagine that Eve in the Garden of Eden did not allow the serpent to pound her, so that she would have not demoted her husband, and God chased them from the Garden of Eden. Imagine that they did not take our women. Imagine our women are not allowing the enemies, the Yorubas, the Hausa Fulani, to have to pound them. Imagine our women do not go to the barracks to collect money. Imagine our women understand their role in Revelation chapter 12, verse 1. Imagine our women understand that their role is to God, to worship God and to honor their husband and to play their role in the society and to their children. Imagine our men, our women who are dating concubines to Hausa Fulani and Yorubas, and even other ministers in abroad. Imagine they told them to sign the offer that we want to go. Imagine our women understand that the more they give themselves to the foreigners, they are demoting their husbands spiritually, physically. Imagine our women help us come out to get the offer. Imagine our women turn up in mass, just like the Aba women riot. Imagine our daughters understand that they cannot leave the men alone in this struggle alone. That is my imagination this morning, Mazi.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And this is where we draw the curtain for this morning's segment. If you don't think about it, you cannot work for it, neither will you get it. I would say Biafrans across the globe, be good. Above all, be Biafran. And sign off from here.
Listen to these songs, Mr. Ignorance. Listen to the voice, Mr. Hypocrite. No matter what you do, we are going home.